Hi internet people. So I just watched the Riverdale finale and I have a lot of things to say very quickly. Okay, by the start of the episode, I had already sort of lost my mind. They opened with a murder pun. They did. Cliffhanger, really? I mean, it's clever. I approve. I did like the Alice Jughead thing that was going on where they're both working on the story, but there's a lot of stuff happening, like Highr'd is coming back, and none of this is going to be in any particular order. This is literally a reaction and not a real recap. So the Jubilee is coming and the mayor wants Archie and Betty to be the head of the Jubilee, but Jughead's dad is totally gonna go to prison because he won't name names, and so Jughead is going into foster care, which means going to the South Side, even though when they go see him at Southside High, because he totally goes ahead and transfers on his own, he's doing fine. Like, the Serpents are like chill with him. The Serpent kids. They're Serpent kids. They're fine. But okay, there's a lot of other crazy, like Cheryl is not okay at all, because her dad was dealing heroin, not like chill, whatever. The Serpents sell marijuana, they do, it's a thing, but heroin is a big deal, huge deal, and he was shipping it across country lines, yeah, crazy. So that's a thing. Cheryl is definitely not okay, and her mom is not registering that she's okay. And yeah, that gets crazy. Cheryl's giving stuff away, which is a clear sign that someone is, it's a thing. I don't know what the school did not discuss, or maybe the fact that no one took Cheryl to counseling, which they should have because her brother and her father are dead. She's giving stuff away, which is a clear sign that someone is going to attempt suicide. Which happens. Yeah, it does. She totally sends Veronica a text that says, I know you're trying to help, because she gives Veronica her HBIC shirt and hands over the Vixens to her, which is a huge deal. Major deal. Basically handing over all the power she had at the high school. Yeah. So she gets this, they all rush, because it says, I'm gonna go be with Jason now. Everyone, Jughead, Betty, Archie, Veronica, rush to Sweetwater River, and Archie winds up having to punch through the ice to save Cheryl, because she, wearing the summer outfit, breaks the ice and falls in, intentionally, so she can be with Jason. Except she has this creepy vision of Jason in the water, before she gets yanked out. They yank her out. Archie has definitely broken his hand, which, seriously, okay. He wanted to perform at the Jubilee. He and Betty are going to be doing stuff at the Jubilee because the mayor and the sheriff want epitomes of hero-dom to present. This is before he even saves Cheryl, but they're like, this would be great, you need to do this. Yeah. He had asked Josie if he could perform, and Josie's like, no, my mom already approved our song, your song is really, really good, I'm sorry. Archie totally breaks his hand and then still performs, even though it's like bandaged in the most random way possible. There is no way that there would not be some form of pin. I don't care how young he is, there would at least be something holding his fingers together so they don't move, because you can't move there's no way he would have, all of this would have been broken. All of it. That was really thick ice. There was a lot of blood. Anyway, it's great that Archie got to perform, sure. But the Pussycats, Josie and the Pussycats have done, like, absolutely nothing this season, even though she's in the promos. And so I wanted them to get a song. I wanted them to do an original final song. I did. I really did. So all of that is going on. There's a lot in this episode because Highr'd is coming back. Betty finally finds out what her mom's big secret was, which is the night of homecoming, when her mom and dad were crowned king and queen. FP saw them having a fight, which was about her mom being pregnant. There's apparently a Cooper floating around because she has a brother who was given up for adoption when her mom was still in high school, just out of high school. Yeah, so that's the thing. Not only that, but everyone is back at the Cooper household, like everything is fine, which is also weird. Betty published an article about FP and him being framed for murder, and that resulted in her locker getting covered with pig's blood that said, go to hell, serpent slut. Yeah, that's nice. So that happened. What else? There were a lot of things, like Highr'd is coming back, and Hermione wants Archie out of the business, which I'm getting to some stuff. She wants him out of the business, and it actually, like, hints that her daughter should have sex with Archie to get him to convince his dad to give up the business. Because that's not creepy at all. Who does that as a parent? Really? Also, the fact there's a lot of sex at the very end of this episode, sort of. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that I got some stuff. Oh, where was Grandma Blossom? Have they killed Grandma Blossom? Did they set her on fire? Where did she go? My friend Erica from the Nerdy Girl Express was like, okay, you need to be aware that Grandma Blossom is like gone and I don't know where she is. And literally, she's just gone. Her son is dead and we never see her again. We haven't seen her for a few episodes. Where is she? What happened to her? Did they send her away? Is she at a retirement home? Did she just die suddenly and we're not talking about it? Because if she was inside the home and we set the home on fire, someone is dead. Again. Just in the Blossom home. Which is not okay. So there's that. I feel like I weirdly I'm gonna do a couple more plot pointy things. So all this sex stuff happens, and I get it. I'm a lot older than the characters are supposed to be at this point, but really, as soon as it started happening, I was like, oh, you are all so young. Do you have condoms? Please tell me you have condoms. Like, that was all I could think of, because I was like, please don't be having sex. We've been talking about underage pregnancy and all of this stuff, and you really think right now is the best time to have sex? Please have condoms. So Veronica and Archie definitely have sex. Betty and Jughead are about to have sex, and then there's a knock at the door, and Betty thinks it's her mom, and so they immediately put clothes on and like run out. Not her mom. Totally the Serpents, who have taken Jughead into their fold. They even give him a jacket, which I'm oddly okay with. Like, okay, I get it. They're a gang. But his dad was running the gang, and they're protecting him. Like, he doesn't have a stable family, and they're providing him protection. Because his dad is in prison, he's going to a foster system, he's going to be on the south side. Like, he needs people. So I'm, like, awkwardly okay with it. But Betty is not. And then Archie goes to meet his dad. Oh, I'm gonna go back to something really quick. So, earlier, Betty and Veronica are hanging out in her room, and Veronica is painting Betty's toenails while Betty is messing with her article and shows it to Veronica, and they're briefly talking about the article, and then Veronica says, like, for fear that we'll fail the Bechdel test, are you really okay with me and Archie? Okay. The Bechdel test is the thing that you pass. Like, that was the wrong phrasing. Because they were already that failed the Bechdel test. Like, two women in a room who begin talking about a man because they had not had that many lines yet. That scene definitely failed the Bechdel test. Like, it was failing the Bechdel test because they were talking about FP. So, it had never passed the Bechdel test. You can Google the Bechdel test for a better definition, and I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Is it Bechdel or Bechdel? Whatever. But they had failed it. They were failing it. They continued to fail it. What she should have said is for fear, like, of us passing the Bechdel, whatever, test. Because fail was happening already. I'm just, okay, to clarify. It involves two women in a room, and if they're in a scene together, they have to say a certain number of lines without referring to a male character. And frequently Betty and Veronica have not passed that test frequently. I haven't done numbers, but I don't think they've passed recently. Okay, to the end of the episode. In the end, Archie goes to meet his dad, everything is fine, and then someone is robbing Pop's Diner. Not okay, and weird, because it's early in the morning. I'm gonna get into this. There's someone who's robbing it while Archie's in the bathroom. He comes out, and then Archie jumps at the burglar, Robert, because he's Archie, and then apparently his dad jumps in the way because his dad's been shot, and I guess his dad's gonna die, which is gonna leave Archie dadless, because I mean, they could save him. I hope they save Fred Andrews, but I was like, what is happening? Why? Mostly because, okay, this is definitely a hit. I don't care what it's supposed to be, it's a hit. I used to work in retail. I worked at a video store. You never get robbed in the morning when you open. You get robbed at night when the most money is in your place. Pops probably would have had the general amount of money he would have in the till. So I'm guessing at a place like that, it's a couple $100. By the end of the night, he would have had way more money. See, it's a thing. Because being there was definitely a hit on Fred. I actually think that Highr'd did it. Because I don't want to say Hermione did it, but she was really upset. So I don't know if like Highr'd did it or if Hermione was like, he's not gonna sell, and then Highr'd was like, I'm gonna kill that man. He was with my lady. I don't know why I was doing finger guns. That wasn't a real finger gun, it was a gesture. But yeah, it was definitely a hit. You do not rob a diner that early in the morning for money. You don't rob a diner for money in the first place. Anyway, definitely a hit. I'm a conspiracy theorist right now, and I do have some issues with this season. I've been watching Riverdale, and like, I feel like I'm watching it, and it's like a weird love-hate relationship. It's sort of like when I watch Scream Queens, but at least the writing is a little stronger here. So next season, I need Josie and the Pussycats to have an actual plot. I need someone to give me that. I need someone to focus on that. And I need that to happen because Josie is in the frigging promos. So please give her a storyline so that she actually makes sense in the promos. You can't just have her in the promos to make it look like the casting is more diverse when she doesn't do anything. I also need Kevin Keller to be given a plot that is not just him randomly talking about his father as the sheriff or the like weird throwaway plot we had with the boyfriend. Can we give Kevin Keller some character development, please? Make him part of the actual main 5 instead of like the main 4 and Kevin Keller. Just, I think it's important. What else? I'm curious to see now that Archie will possibly not have a dad, what's going to happen, or in this discovery he'll find out that the Lodges did it, and then that will break him and Veronica up real quick. Because he definitely still has feelings for Betty. He does. It's a thing. He does. Because that love triangle is not going to go away. That's a canon-y thing from the comics. Anyway, I think that's it. I primarily need them to do more with Josie and Kevin's characters. I do. And I'm very interested to see what happens with Cheryl. I feel like her character will be way different in season 2. And they've set up arcs for new stuff. So I'm hoping Jughead's plot is well done. I've liked Jughead the most so far. I really just watched this show for Jughead. I do. I wish I could say I watched it for other things. I just really like Jughead's character. So there you go. These are my thoughts. If we could do like an entire Jughead episode. Like, I'd be fine with that. Like, all Jughead all the time. Jughead is the main character. That's fine with me. But anyway, let me know what you thought of the Riverdale finale below and what your hopes are for season 2. Just in the comments or on Twitter. I'm at ClefNotes. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe. You, besides Twitter, can find me on my blog, clefnotes.wordpress.com. I write for the Nerdy Girl Express, thenerdygirlexpress.com, and I run their Snapchat, the Nerdy Girl EXP. Bye, internet people.